In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the parental controls for your Xbox 360. I guess the first step would be turning on your Xbox. You can do that on your console. There's a big circular button, or you could press the button on the middle of your controller. It is a big X. Your next step is to go to My Xbox, which is under Game Marketplace and above Welcome. Scroll over, press Sign In. Now you can either create a profile or use an existing one. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to use an existing one. I had to enter my passcode, and I'll show you how to make one. I'll show you how to make one later in this video. So when you're signed in, go back to my Xbox. Now scroll all the way over to System Settings. Go down to Family Settings. Go to Console Controls. And here's everything for the settings. Now go to Game Controls. All of these ESRB ratings for games will be located on the box that your disc came in or on the disc itself. So mature is 17+, teen is 13+, E10 is everyone 10 and older, everyone is basically made for everyone, and EC is early child, or for people who, or for children who may not be mature enough to view fantasy violence or basic cartoon violence in mild language. So I'm going to pick teen. So this means that is the maximum setting that anyone can play on the Xbox without after entering a code. So I'm going to select teen. So that means anyone who uses my Xbox 360 can play anything from early childhood to teen. They cannot play a mature game. So you can also do this for videos. You can do this for movies. So I selected PG-13, so anyone who watches a movie on my 360 cannot watch anything above a PG-13 rating. You can also do this for TV ratings, explicit videos, or unrated videos, which are videos that do not have a rating on the box or that's not marked on the product itself. You can choose to restrict Xbox Live access. You can choose if anyone can make an Xbox Live account on the Xbox 360. You can choose to restrict content that is above the maximum settings that you set. So you can choose to restrict the mature content and have it not shown if you hide it, but if you allow it, they could still see it. Anyone who uses Xbox could still see the mature content, but would still have to enter the passcode, which I will show you how to set later. A family timer. This thing is quite useful if you want to limit the amount of time your children play a day. If you have a 2-hour setting, you don't have to use the honor system. You could just go to daily and have 2 hours and then continue. So that's pretty useful, actually. You can set a passcode. Now when you press set a passcode, you have to use either X, Y, right trigger, left bumper, right bumper, or the diagonal arrows on your left side of your controller. So any combination of these four, any combination of 4 of these buttons is okay. Make sure you remember these too. Now, select a reset question just in case you forget your passcode. and I'm just going to enter A, B, C, D to save time for the video. And you can also choose to turn off these settings. So when you're done, click yes to save your settings if you want, and no if you don't want to. And you can see that the family timer has started up. In order for you to see how much time you have left per day or per week, if you decide to set that, you press the Xbox Live Guide button, which is in the middle of your controller, the big X used to turn on the Xbox. You go over to Settings, you go down to Preferences, down to Family Timer, and you can see how much time you have remaining. And this is what happens if you try to play a rated mature game and you have it on the teen setting. And you see that if they do not know the passcode and they enter it wrong, they cannot play it. And it also does the same for movies if you decide to put a setting for that. That is it for how to use your parental settings on your Xbox 360. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.